The father of Pan-Africanism was born in the Virgin Islands. Yeah. And his name was Edward Wilmot Blyden. Hey, it's Black History Month. Let me check this out. Anyway, so before I get on me and in the comments, I'll be like, no, it was Mr. Du Bois. So Mr. Du Bois, however you say it. Technically, yes, but he's considered the modern father of Pan-Africanism. Mr. Blyden is the OG. Now, born in 1832 in St. Thomas, Danish West Indies, what we now know as the USVI, he was born to freed black parents who was descendants of the Igbo people, the present-day Nigeria. Wild, right? Now, his father was a tailor, and his mom was a school teacher. And it was said that from a young age, he was already very educated. Now, we fast forward like 10 years after that in 1842, where his family and them moved over to Puerto Bello, Venezuela. And they spent like couple years there. Mr. Blyden learned language, but he also saw something that bothered him forever. He noticed that the slaves in the Danish West Indies, the conditions and the way they was treated, that the freed blacks in Venezuela was having the same conditions. They was treated the same way, but they were freed. So he was confused as to how freed blacks still have this oppression. That's when he came to the conclusion that as long as there's a racial hierarchy, the oppressed gonna stay oppressed. No matter if you just erase a name or whatnot. That's powerful for a 15-year-old to understand that concept. Now they come back to St. Thomas and he meets his mentor, Mr. John P. Knox, who was a pastor for St. Thomas Protestant Dutch Reformed Church. Took you under his wing. And in 1850, Mr. Blyden, along with the pastor's wife, went to try to get him enrolled in Rutgers Theological College, which his mentor, Mr. Knox, attended, and that was his alma mater. But guess what? That didn't matter. Due to the color of his skin, just because of that, he was denied. Not only there, but in 2 other colleges as well. Now, 1851 comes in. My boy is 19 years old. And he hears about the formation of this newly independent nation called Liberia through Mr. Knox. Mr. Blyden, gone one time, immigrated to Liberia in 1851. Met his wife and become a working man. He started off as a clergy guy, then a diplomat, an educator, worked his way up to the Secretary of State of Liberia, the ambassador to the courts of St. James in Britain, and the president of Liberia College. Now, all while he's doing that, he has a famous work that he called in 1887. This is the year Marcus Garvey was born, and Mr. Du Bois was in his late teens at that point. This man already been preaching for the unity of the African diaspora, all through when he was working on all those chains that he climbed up. And in 1887, he addressed Black West Indians, he addressed Muslims, Arabs, he addressed everybody. And what he was trying to show them is that we have a lot more in common with our African ancestry than what they thought they had in common with the European colonizers. And just like that, he would say, and that's strong verbal language at that point. Now, we fast forward to 1912. Unfortunately, Mr. Blyden passes away in Sierra Leone. But that's not without lighting the flames for the people that we now know today. W.E. Du Bois, the father of modern Pan-Africanism, and he organized the first Pan-Africa Congress. Also inspired Henry Sylvester Williams, a lawyer from Trinidad, right down the road. And this man here organized the first Pan-African Conference in 1900s. He also inspired Marcus Garvey, Jamaica. I mean, y'all know Marcus Garvey, who championed for the African independence and a lot more stuff. And he also inspired Kwame Nkrumah, who was the first leader of independent Ghana. And this man used to fight for the rights or preach for a United States of Africa. So, next time Y'all hear about the father of Pan-Africanism? Just know, right? That man is from, yeah. Hey, y'all stay safe. I'll catch you on the next one.